Today, a little girl in rural Nepal walked 10 miles to fetch drinking water instead of going to school. This morning, a woman in Nigeria died in childbirth due to lack of maternal care. And a family in Cambodia tonight will have to make a choice between food and medicine. This is poverty. Poverty is when people lack the basic necessities for survival. Imagine a girl in rural Nepal who wants to be a doctor but is not being able to go to school. She represents thousands of girls from poor communities around the world that are unable to receive school education and afford books. And these children are the ones who won't have access to clean water and sanitation and will be more prone to malnutrition and sickness. This is called absolute poverty. There are approximately 7.3 billion people in the world. 80% of that population lives on less than $10 a day. Nearly half of the world's population live on less than $2.5 a day. A quarter of all humans don't have access to clean water and electricity, and 1/5 of adults worldwide are illiterate. Out of that, 702 million people, which is around 10% of the population, live in absolute poverty. They earn below the current standard of $1.90 per day. An average American earns around $73 per day, whereas the top 10% of Americans earn around $311 a day. Oxfam predicts the wealthiest 1% to own more than 50% of the world's wealth by 2016. Given the current economic model built on GDP, it would take another 130 years to bring the world's poorest up to the poverty line of $1.90 a day. And that's not a good news, is it? It's calculated that 1 in 9 people in the world do not have enough to eat, and 1 in 10 people do not have access to clean water. And as I completed that sentence, one child somewhere has just died. Now remember the girl back in Nepal? Imagine if she could go to school. She would then be more likely to be independent, make informed choices, and achieve her full potential. Now imagine her being a doctor. No, not that doctor. Imagine her being a real doctor. She would be providing health services to a lot of people in a country, saving thousands of lives, educating younger generation, and inspiring others to be contributing members of the society. Education is the ultimate solution that builds a foundation to break this poverty cycle. It is the hope for our future generations to see a better world.